Yo, what's up, peeps? It's your girl, Empress and your boy,
DJ J Rock in the building.
I thought he wasn't gonna know who he was for a minute.
I think I'm Big Meech. I listened to that song like 10 times on the ride.
Apparently,
yeah. I've been saying it the whole time
you
since
have
you've been in. Okay.
I only said I think I'm Larry Hoover once. So, as you can see right now, we decided to switch it up. You got a new look from us. You know, we straight on.
If you can't see us, you just gotta hear us.
Yeah.
That should be a slogan. If you can't see us, you just gotta hear us. Hey.
If you can't see us, you just gotta hear us.
Let's go.
If you can't see us,
Yep.
you just gotta hear us.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us? That was dope. That was on the spot.
Always.
Order and Chaos.
That's
DJ J
what
Rock, Empress in the building.
That's right. It can't be chaotic if you ain't got no order for it.
You say it?
So, I still don't have an intro or outro. I'm working on it, you know. I need some ideas, bro.
If you can't see us, you just got to hear us. But you gotta do that like.
Okay, we can do that.
Off in that thing.
We gotta do that, but then we don't have a you know, the smooth intro. You know what I'm saying?
We get it. We cool like that.
And I know y'all see me, or you can hear me chewing gum, and I know it's, you know, if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be, or you hearing us on Google Play, Apple, or Spotify.
3 platforms, baby. 3 platforms.
Apple Music. You probably hear me chewing a gum. And I know I'm not supposed to be, but let me explain to you why real quick before we get into what we're talking about today, why I'm chewing this here gum. I'm chewing this here gum because my lovely friend here, my brother, gave me a whole piece of gum tonight.
Tell them.
And if you followed us when we were a part of the Royal Chaos.
You can't even get it right. But get this story out because they need to hear the story. They need to hear this.
When we were part of the Royal Court, the first time, probably about 7 years ago, I ever asked Jay for a piece of gum. He gave me half a piece of gum. And his comment was, if you need more than a half a piece of gum, you need to go brush your teeth.
Just like that. And I think that's true to this day. There has been no one who has gotten a full piece of gum in years since I can remember. But you begged me for a full piece of gum, and I broke down and I gave it to you. So
you did. And let me tell you why I needed this full piece of gum. So I went to Jersey Mike's today. It was a little treat for myself. You know, I've been talking about needing to get in shape, and I've been editing these videos, and as I'm editing these videos, I'm looking at myself and I'm just not happy with what I see. So I was like, you know what, I got some routine changes I need to make. I got some things I need to do for myself if I want to be progressive and get to where I want to go. Right?
Finish.
So I was like, y'all, if y'all want to see what's going on, check us out on I don't even know where I want to send you. Check us out on YouTube.
Oh, man.
At the Order Chaos Podcast. But I just looked, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied. You know, and I'm coming up on my 23rd birthday, and I'm like, I want to be in better shape. So I got a plan that I'm going to start and change my regimen next week, you know. My friend that suffered with COVID, got to talk to her, and she's healing, doing better. So we got some plans to walk together, you know, social distance, all that good stuff. Shout out to my girl, Jessica. I'm glad you're doing better, girl.
Jessica!
See how I blurred on you?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's going to be on me all show. I got this all show. It's okay.
So.
It's okay.
Anyway. So I was like, I meant to like brush my teeth again and, you know, do the mouthwash and eat a piece of gum before I came because I love onions. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I'm going to eat the onion and I'm going to just go brush the mess out of my teeth. I'm going to brush the mess out of my mouth, my tongue, everything, right? And I forgot. I don't know how.
You better remember.
I forgot, okay? And then I was like, I was planning on grabbing my pack of gum with all my stuff because I keep my phone and my wallet and all that stuff together, right? And I was like, I'm going to grab that and, you know, I'll be good. Forgot that. This is why you got to do stuff when you think about it.
The moment.
And I got here and I was like, dang, I got to ask Jay for a piece of gum, but I need a whole piece. I need the whole piece. And I think what got you was we gonna be sitting next to each other, and you don't want to smell my breath.
That's very true. Speaking of that, segue like a mug. This is the first time we've ever sat beside each other. How does it feel? How does this feel to be sitting beside me? This snack that you sitting beside. How you feel?
Shout out to my girl Queen KD. We miss you, girl. We
Queen, what up? Where you at?
When you coming to the show?
Where you at, man?
We need. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Past that.
So.
I'm just looking at you. I can't stop looking at. First of all, I've never been on this side of the camera. I've never had so many lights on me. I've never sat beside you out of the 3-4 years we've been doing this. And I just can't keep my eyes off.
And I'm beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I get it. I get it.
But I think I'm like shocked. Like, I don't know whether to look at. Every time I look at the camera, I do something crazy because I see myself and I've never seen myself.
He a kid, he get excited.
Exactly. I've never seen myself, so this is like cool. Like, can y'all see me? I think this is so cool.
Let me let you have it for a minute. Go ahead, sweetie. Let me get out of frame. Go ahead. Have that.
The shirt though. The shirt with the shorts. Oh shit! I'm not dying. Don't let me do that no more. But I look good, and we didn't even expect to do this. We expected to do the same show, same size.
Yeah, I was gonna change the angle of the other cameras a little bit because if y'all have seen on the past 2 shows, the camera that I had just on him, I didn't like the angle of it, and I was gonna switch it up because if you watched it, the next show, you'll see how I changed it. But he was like, "No, why don't we just sit next to each other?" I was like,
"You're not gonna look at me? You only looked at me. That's the second time you looked at me.
Now that's probably like the 3rd or 4th.
Look me in my eyes when we talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, there you go. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get used to this looking at each other.
He trying to hypnotize.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get used to this. look, my girl, she don't got no. She cut all her hair. I can touch on her. I've never been able to touch on her on the show. Man, we're gonna be touchy-feely, you know what I'm talking about?
I done got rubbed and beaten.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all just gonna have to get used to it. I'm excited this show. Like, I'm just like, can't stop moving. I can't stop grooving. I've been singing since I got here. We came in, we was like, hey, let's try something new. And it's just like dope. And now I'm sitting beside you. I'm on the cool side. And I don't know what to do. I'm just excited. So this is going to be a dope show, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we are.
And then we're going to go from there, you know what I'm saying?
So to finish my statement on how I feel about sitting next to you, shout out to my girl, Queen KD. Don't push me out the chair.
You know, Queen, she couldn't fit in between us. She had to sit outside.
It ain't about where nobody fit. I just remember one time we was in the other studio and some toothpicks went all over the place. Queen KD went all over the place.
Yeah, man.
We talked about your mama falling out the car last week.
Yeah,
I don't want to
man.
fall. That's my whole thing. I just don't want to fall.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's been, stayed in his chair since we've been on the show.
Nah, I've stayed in my chair. I ain't been out of my chair.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I ain't make you laugh hard enough to where you fell out your chair?
Nah.
You trying to say I'm not funny?
I'm saying you're funny.
I'm hilarious.
But I get up. I don't fall out.
I'm hilarious.
Yeah,
I have to say something that where you be in tears today. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm already crying. Anyway.
They think I'm Big Meech. I don't know why that song is on my heart. It's on my spirit.
I see.
Praise God.
Did you watch the Rick Ross and 2 Chainz verses?
It was boring, man.
Was it?
Hey, now let me say this. So I love verses. I told when Snoop Dogg and DMX, the first thing I did was I called you. I was like, yo, are you watching the verse? Like, I'm that guy. Like, I'm a DJ, so that's all I'm like, man, they got the verses on. So verses came on last night, and 2 Chainz is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. Now, Rick Ross, I know he has that real cool, chill, you know what I'm saying, type vibe. But it just, 2 Chainz ain't give me that. Chain feel, you know what I'm saying?
Like, chain?
Nah, I mean he had his multiple on, but it's just that vibe. I follow him on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, and he just did not have that punch. First of all, he should have killed Ross. I don't know if he killed him. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't get hot until maybe 30 minutes in. And I think they did 48 minutes or something.
Why my camera keep Picking and choosing. Looky here.
It just gives it some flavor. It just don't know.
We don't need that much flavor.
You know what I'm saying? But long story short, and then 2 Chainz DJ kept like cutting off. Like if you know 2 Chainz to give you a verse, and then he gonna hit you with something crazy, whether it's just like an effect or whatever. Then he kept cutting it off. So I didn't really enjoy it.
Okay.
That's DJ J Rock. My opinion. Who am I though? You know what I'm saying? Who am I?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Nah, we could have did better than that. You want to do it?
Mine was. You
want to do verses?
What we gonna do?
We can do verses of other people's songs. First song, you know what it's gonna be?
What?
I think I'm Big Me. I'm telling you, I can't get it off me. I have to do that song sometime soon. We should do verses. We should do like an instrumental and then kill it. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring in my little jukebox in here for some flavor.
I'm good.
I'm just saying. Oh, shoot! I got some hair in my mouth. I just got my hair cut. Sorry, y'all. Okay, you see it? We right beside each other. Okay. What's up? It's Order and Chaos. It's DJ J Rock. Let's say something chaotic. Let's go.
Can I say I know you are like super happy in front of the camera right now?
I'm excited, man.
Do you want to know how I know you're super happy in front of the camera right now?
Because I keep touching you?
Besides that, he ain't said nothing about my outfit tonight.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Not a thing.
Let's debrief.
Not that I put any extra effort into it, but you know I'm always fly, so
let's debrief. Can we do it?
Hold on. Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. So we got to give a shout out. Golly, she got the bling bling, the bling bling, bling bling. Okay, so we have the what I would consider like a Kango type hat to match the plaid blue, white, and yellow with the wash jeans and the Levi. I mean, you're killing it.
I do it every week. It's not new, but
I told you last week I'm gonna start like killing you when I walk in. Now this is probably the most hood outfit I ever wore, right? You got to say, right? But I'm making it look good.
Yeah,
I walked in the barbershop a few minutes ago. They like, "Dang, Jay, you wearing that shirt?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I got a show to do."
You dress well.
Fly. And I put my earrings in.
Yeah.
And I got my hat.
I mean, the thing about us being on the show together is we both fly. So I mean, that's makes it easy.
One
and
got to be
smooth,
flying than
you know
the
what
other, though.
I'm sorry you lost.
Don't say that no more.
Sorry for your loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Go ahead. What we doing? What we doing today?
Bruh.
What? You should have put me beside you.
I didn't put you beside me.
Okay, I'll put me right here.
What is this? What is this? Come here. What is this? Oh.
Maybe I miss Queen. I used to rub on Queen all the time, especially when she got that. You know when she wore her real hair out. Oh, I rub on that thing. She Queen would put them big old curls. And you know them curls that only gonna last for Saturday night and Sunday morning. They ain't gonna be no curls. I used to rub on Queen like that. Queen, where you at? I need you, baby.
I need you too.
I need you.
I need you to rub on him.
Need
him
you.
to rub on. Y'all rub each other.
Okay.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. Okay. Let me recoup. Let me bring some chaos. No, I don't want to bring no chaos.
Let me bring chaos.
No, you've been doing that enough.
Can I do one? You want to hear something chaotic?
I'm not sure. What you got? So we're gonna talk about tonight. We want to talk about. So I said my friend has been. She's been released from the hospital. She's been given some time before she has to go back to work to stay home. So she can't go back basically until like late August, and the job is kind of like, yo, when you coming back? And her doctor's like, no, not yet, not soon. So COVID has created a crisis in business and jobs specifically across the world, and just to think about how it's affected here in America, so tonight we're talking about COVID and jobs, COVID and business. And, tonight, well, in that, a lot of companies have transitioned to allowing their employees to work from home. I know Twitter has gone like straight from home.
Bank of America.
You're right. No, but Twitter said like y'all can work from home going forward. Period.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have that period in time where we have to come back, but it's not gonna be anytime soon.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Some
But I
people
think
are going back now.
where Twitter is they may only have essentials come back permanently and have everybody else that can work from home.
Okay.
Uber sent a lot of their people home and gave them $500 for their home office, but they lost something like 1.76, almost $1.8 billion because of this during this time in the past quarter reportings. So it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of need to because you can't really afford to keep the people in the commercial space.
That's fair.
Then it's talking about not only that, like I know here in Charlotte, Abari, you ever been there?
Never
It was like
heard of it.
it was an adult arcade, and it was like $1 for a membership, and you kept your card on you. And you just had your card whenever you got in to show and get in. And you went and they had beer and food and Atari games. Not Atari games.
And it's like it's a whole like it looks like a warehouse full of just games, right? I've been there once.
Okay.
I've been there once.
It was games. It wasn't a huge space, but
and they had like the basketball little joint. Yeah. I've been there.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about what you call the big games, but we used to call it we went
like
to
the
Plunkers.
Pac-Mans.
We went to Plunkers, but what you call the games? What you call the actual machines?
The Pac-Man machine.
They call it something else. Anyway.
Okay.
Arcade.
Okay.
Arcade. Camera, if I'm about to switch the lens on you, bruh.
I like it.
They keep blurring.
Okay.
Well, people don't want to see blurry.
Okay.
So anyway.
They can see me. Hey.
So they're closing a lot of spaces and places. Like I think in the epicenter, like 7 companies have closed that aren't planning on reopening. So many places have closed that haven't been able to make it this far through the pandemic. Because you're talking about being closed now since what, March?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So you have people out of work. You have companies closing down. And like my friend, she works for a company that they have been able to, I guess, stabilize during this. Because of course you can still order online. I'm not gonna say the company, but you can still order online and make your purchases that way. And she was fine up until she went back to work. She went back to work for a week and a half, and that's when she got sick. And now they're like, well, when are you coming back to work? And the amount of volume that her store does for them to rush her back to work. I mean, out of 100%, her store has been maybe doing 5% of their normal volume.
I believe it.
I
definitely believe that.
And it's like, okay, well, why are you rushing me back? One, we're not open the same hours. 2, we're not doing any of the volume we were doing before. And 3, I'm sick. Like, I'm actually sick, and I have people that can maintain and run the store. She has, vacation time and some sick time to get her through. But it's like, even if I didn't and I could afford to live without you paying me until I could come back to work, stop rushing me back. I'm sick. And we spoke about this last week about, companies that taught us work hard. The billionaires is what taught us work hard, not necessarily work smart. And a lot of people are working smarter now, especially millennials. And it's like, yo, you so worried about thinking that having her in that building will cause to drive sales. You're not worried about her health. Because basically what she said her doctor told her was like, right now, she had COVID pneumonia. Right now, the stage that her lungs are in, it's basically like she has small wounds or slits on her lungs. So anything that comes her direction and she catches it could be disastrous, simply. So it's like, okay, you don't think the people that are there, because she does work in where part of everybody's income is commission based. It's base plus salary. So you don't think everybody that's in there ain't trying to make that commission go up as high as it can and make up for what they may have missed or lost or what they are trying to maybe possibly save for in the future. And it's just like, yo, like this situation hasn't taught a lot of these large companies human compassion.
Nah, I mean, of course, most large businesses are going to be about that dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's most of them. But I think a lot of the reason why some people who aren't sick or don't have COVID, who don't want to come back, because the unemployment is more than what they would make.
Well, that's changed.
What has changed?
The unemployment's changed. So it ended July 31st. That extra 600 ended July 31st. And they're still working on a stimulus package to continue something for people who are out of work. But they're trying to keep that additional 600 that they got through that period of time. They ended that because they didn't want it to be an incentive to be on unemployment and not go back to work.
Yeah. Because if I'm making more on unemployment than I make at work, I'm not coming back either.
Right.
That's simple math.
Right.
But they can keep sending them stimulus checks all day long.
Here's the part. Okay, Cameron, you about to upset me. Hold on a minute. I'm about to fix this, bro. I'm about to fix this.
We're going to take a small intermission as Empress is over there very upset about the camera. She is
Angered.
now moving the camera.
Angered.
Very frustrated, and it seems to be that the camera is doing its own thing, and the camera looks very good on me, but she has moved it.
It look alright.
So she's on her way back. She's walking back. Let's see.
I'm not a camera crooked, and it's still blurry.
This is a live podcast. This is what happens when things happen on a podcast, and then someone. One of the personalities have to continue to talk as the other one just walks off the damn set.
I ain't doing this shit no more.
You hear that, right? So you hear somebody yelling in the background.
Look at that. That is so much better.
She is now satisfied with the quality.
Partially. It's on you too much, but I'm alright.
Quality.
Scoot over, son. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. You got 100% of you in there. I got 95. Okay? It's missing this little L corner. Arm right now.
So if y'all don't know anything, like, I love to have the camera on me. I can do this all day long.
Yeah, you can.
I can talk all day long.
I still feel like it's crooked. Do it look crooked to you?
I think it's fine.
Look,
but
the
okay,
people
hold on,
listening like we can't see.
So she has again walked off and now is fixing the camera. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. Oh, I think she has it just right. Now let's see. Watch out for the light. Alright.
Let's see her. Hey, and it's still doing it.
You need to reintroduce yourself. My name is
Big Meech.
You were supposed to say home that time. That was a whole track.
You didn't.
What you mean?
Oh, that's right. They call me Big Meech. They call me, yeah. Look, bruh.
I'm the DJ.
They call me Empress.
I'm the DJ.
Is it crooked still?
It looks good.
It looks
good. It looks
You just
good.
looking at you. Anyway, I'm back. So, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
We're talking about COVID and how it's gonna affect. But I say, as long as they keep them stimulus packages coming, I'm straight. You get what I'm saying? I'm at work. I'm working. Thank God. You know, ain't nothing changed for me, but I'm working from home. So as long as I'm getting my paycheck and then an additional $1,200, this brother here has no complaints at all.
Here's a sad part about this is
there's a sad part about $1,200.
Actually yes.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me hear it.
For people who aren't working. For you and I, there isn't, because we still have our jobs. You know, I'm still able to do some work for some of my clients. But for those who are out of work, you know, and have kids and can't cover the bills and had to wait on unemployment, and now unemployment is changing and transitioning, yeah, that's not enough. Like, you have countries that have been giving their, you know, citizens thousands of dollars every month. Like a living wage, a serious living wage. And like, we suck so bad that we can't even come up with a reason collectively on both sides to say, let's give those who need it something.
Yeah.
Those who need it.
I'm with you.
Kids who only relied on school for food.
Yeah, I'm
like,
with you.
Yo, come on now. Y'all, let's see, we got the stimulus package in April?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't got no more money of that. I can tell you that much. And the next one come, getting rid of that one too. It ain't money I depended on. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think that was April. So it's not April no more. It's not June. It's not July. So you got people that's gone through months, and they got bills. They got rent. You know, like, yo.
Think about the people who were very successful entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And then their business just completely stopped. For example, I was watching the news on Tuesday night, and they had a bunch of gyms. Like, you know, right now everybody's in the gym doing something, right? So you got the cyclers, you got the just your average boxing gym, but just your average workout gym.
It's a gym over here by the studio.
Yeah, and but most of those gyms are owned by one person, entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these gyms aren't large chains, and those gyms are being affected because you can't work out and stay 6 feet away from everybody. So a lot of gyms are really hurting right now. So just to think about, you know, one day you're on top, or at least you can see your business going one way, and then you're all of a sudden making half of that.
It's some gyms that have reopened out here though. Like my little sister goes to a gym, and I think she says it's like 5 people in there at a time. But it's like, you know, if that's the case, you know, and that's how you can stay on top, you know, and you feel safe going, cool beans. I know. I watched on the news too a couple of weeks ago a gym that actually had plastic barriers in between like the ellipticals and the treadmills and everything. And then I watched another one where it was like a you know, the spaces where they do like yoga or dance classes or stuff like that. They actually had like little 10-foot cubicles for people to work out in. And I'm like, you know, they're coming up with ways to stay in business, which is beautiful to see that people can come up with ways to actually still stay in business. And it's beautiful because especially with entrepreneurs, you know, they may have a few employees that are relying upon their job. So that I could say, okay, yeah, let's figure it out. Let's see what we got to do. We may not be able to take as many people as we used to, but you know, as long as we can stay above water, we can pay the rent, I can pay y'all, I can pay my bills, we cool. Yeah. But this whole, because you want to sell, you know, whatever the case may be. Now banking, I get it. People need their banks. What's up with the coin shortage? The feds are short on coin for whatever reason. I don't know. I'll pay everything in card anyway, so that doesn't apply. A lot of this stuff just don't apply to me. Maybe that's what's making me so insensitive, because I feel like I'm insensitive. You know what I'm saying? As far as, but I use my card for everything. So when I see somebody talking about coins, I'm not paying. I couldn't tell you the last time I paid something in cash. Now, do you think this is a way for them to get us to go card based for the future? Because you know that was something they talked about. They've been talking about for decades. Because I'm like, how do you have a coin shortage? Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to be completely currency-less. Does that make sense? That does. That word that I use, currency-less. I think that the first type of currency is true dollar bills and coins. I don't think you can ever take that away and go fully electronic. There's some people that just feel safer. That's just me. But I haven't paid anything in cash in so long. I couldn't. I'm not counting out no couple dollars for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna swipe my card. And I feel if you don't have the way to pay by card, now there's something wrong with you more than something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't pay. But yeah, the Fed's supposed to be short in currency. I still carry cash, you know, on me, especially when I'm traveling. You got all the dollars. You can't hide money. I'm sitting beside somebody who got it. You know what I'm talking about? You can't hide money. So yeah, of course you got it. I mean, your chump change is probably what, $100, $200. You know, that's chump change for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I don't be gotten it. I don't got it like that. Yeah, you know, who really cares about cash? Especially when you can only keep like $10 like me. But you know, somebody like you only keep $10. Somebody like you got it. You know what I'm talking about? Well, here's why I like to keep cash. See, I like to keep cash because I think like when I go out to eat, I like to, especially for restaurants, I like to tip in cash. And the reason I like to tip in cash is because, you know, they get taxed on their tips. I didn't think they got taxed on their tips. They get taxed on their tips. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And if you pay on your card, it's going to be at I think it's at the normal tax rate. If you pay in cash, they can only tax you, I can't can't remember how much it is, but they don't tax as much, I want to say.
know
So
that.
I like to tip in cash, just because, and you never know, especially in the restaurant industry, especially here, like base salary is less than $3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's 3.
So it's like, you know, you tip on your card, they gotta wait for that to clear in your card, I believe, before they're paid out. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you know, excuse me. I just I like to tip, whatever.
Go ahead.
I just like to tip in cash.
That's fine.
You know,
That's fine. I give it to you on the card.
you know,
I give you your $2.
not $2.
What you mean?
What you get? What you tipping $2 on?
Food?
How much did you pay for that food that you tipping $2 on?
It depends on where I ate. If I ate Chinese food, we talking
Now
about
it depends on where you ate.
And it depends on who with me. I mean, there's some elements to the game. My pops always said, because my pops, he ran a lot of restaurants, had his own restaurant. He always said a tip is just that. It's extra. Don't be complaining about no tip. If you complain about a tip, I'll take my $2 back. You know what I'm talking about? It's extra. I don't understand what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? I might give more. I might.
If I get good service, I'm gonna tip your service. That's not how I am. I'm gonna tip your service. I've had some places where, like, I didn't get good service, and this is what I hate. If I pay you in cash, and my change is like $3.37, don't bring me back just $3.
Yeah. You
Bring me back my 37 cents. Because
Yeah.
if you don't bring me my $3.37, that 37 cent is your tip.
see?
Don't choose your tip for me.
See, I'm giving out more at the other table. You giving out 37 cents.
I'm only giving out
$2.
37 cents when you try and keep my 37 cents.
I'm just saying.
You keep my 37 cents, you kept your tip.
Well, you should have came to me, because I would have gave you $2.
If they kept your 37 cents?
I still give you $2. And I get it. I have been gracious on tips. I'm BSing a little bit when I say $2. When I say, like, maybe 60% of my outings get like the $4 tips. But there's been a few to where I've been gracious to where they should have went to church and
thank the Lord for it. I mean, hey.
you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, they should remember me. When I walk through that door, they should remember me.
That's what counts.
Even to this day. So, I mean, I throw a couple dollars, especially if it's tax time. You know what I'm saying? But when we get them stimulus checks, you can get about 10, 15, 20. You know what I'm saying?
How we go from talk about, okay, Lord.
We went from COVID to tipping and $2.
$2 tipping. Okay. So even with restaurants, you know what I mean? Like, and their survival during this period. Like, I know what I do for a living. One of my markets is Asheville, and a lot of the restaurants up there just closed because, when they went straight dine-in, or no, not dine-in, but takeout and curbside, they were doing like $100 maybe a day. Ain't gonna keep the lights on.
Well, let me tell you something. You visit any Chinese restaurant, lights open, come on in. That's all I'm saying. If y'all ever get hungry, y'all go get you some Chinese food. Eat Chinese food, get you some chicken wings, get you some orange chicken, get you some fried rice. Make sure the chicken is well done, you know what I'm saying? And then you get you just a small thing of white rice on the side. I'm just promoting right now. Get you a small thing of white rice on the side, put some soy sauce on that thing. Game over. I'm trying to teach y'all something, but y'all not listening. You know? You with me? You walking with me?
I can't walk that
You
fast.
still here? Alright.
I can't walk that fast. I'm over here doing something different.
Don't do that.
I am. So anyway, basically, like, just talking about compassion it's still people that run these big companies, no matter what. You know what I mean? And if you one of them people that run these big companies, or you run a small company, please be compassionate to people who are sick, period. Like, if somebody has dealt with an illness, don't rush them back to work trying to talk about, oh, we trying to keep your job, or we need you. Don't try and make them feel super important, like they gotta choose you over that sickness. Like, because the only thing is if they weren't there, you replace them anyway.
Oh yeah, you will always be replaced.
Right.
It ain't a job out there. I'm sure other people feel as though if they leave, they're gonna hurt their company.
No.
Maybe for the week, but you gonna get replaced.
Right.
So you ain't ever over the job. You ain't ever over the CEO. You know what I'm talking about?
This whole situation just with it's one of those things where it reminds me of the Great Depression. It reminds me of 2008. A lot of great things are going to come out of this.
You was alive in the Great Depression?
I was not alive in the Great Depression, but history is my favorite subject.
Oh, okay. Like, damn.
You know how many companies were established during the Great Depression?
Probably a lot.
Quite a few that are still
I'm just
surviving
saying,
today.
you said it remind you of it, so I figured
it does remind me of the Great Depression.
way. Like, you got a little age on you, girl.
I do got a little age on me.
Looking good for your age if you was down there with the depression folk.
Hey.
Damn, girl.
My grandmother was alive.
Okay, so that means you wasn't. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I got first-hand stories. But, like, dude, just be compassionate, y'all. Just be compassionate to one another, like, during this time. It's just...
Just be compassionate.
He just want to touch me right now.
Compassion.
Just so you know. He wrapped his arm around me like we at the movies.
Compassionate, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be compassionate. Queen, where you at, girl? I need to cuss.
He needs you.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so Jess, hope you continue to do well. When you do get back to work, I would like to we should talk to her about coming up here and talking to us about her experience with COVID. I think that would be pretty awesome. Because I haven't got any first.
I've been following her on her Facebook stuff. She just still been telling the same lies she been telling.
You don't know this person.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Queen.
I said Jess.
I thought she was on Queen. I was like, damn. She telling the same lies.
I don't think Queen is at COVID. Queen just been having her food stolen.
Golly, man. She has stories for days. So
every time you turn around, this person that ran up with my food again.
Yeah, boy. She is a Grubhub fanatic. So... I think I'm Big Meech.
So he had a topic. What you want to talk about? He had something you would.
I was asking you earlier, how you felt about relationships and social media. Do you feel like you have to post your significant other on social media?
Have to? No.
Do you feel like you should post your significant other on social media?
If I'm claiming her, yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I see it both ways.
That's to me. That's the and I see how you can see it both ways. Because for me, it's just a natural thing of most people post unless they're using social media for a business. You just post what you're doing. You post when you're out having fun. You post, yo, this is what's going on. This is this event. We went here. We did this. So if you happen to be with your lady, then you take that picture with your lady and you post it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, let me make sure I make the effort to let everybody know that I really got what I say I got, or let me prove to her that I'm willing to post it. Nah, it ain't none of that. I ain't proving you. I ain't proving. Yeah. Okay, I ain't proving. I don't think if you don't trust me, I don't need to be with you.
Nowadays, that's the way you prove your love. What you mean?
Nah, that ain't how. If you don't know I love you without me posting you on social media, we don't need to be together.
When do you change your status then? When do you change your status from single to is complicated? And when do you change it from is complicated to in a relationship?
Okay, so
and then
first
when do you
of all,
change it from relationship to engage, and then engage to married?
Okay, so
What's
first
up?
of all,
Talk
complicated means some shit is fucked up.
Yeah,
okay?
It's like an entanglement.
So it is like an entanglement.
Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
So if you going from single to what is it? Complicated, and then you go into a relationship, there's a problem there. Usually it goes from single to relationship, and if they break up, it goes back to complicated because y'all working some stuff out. Nah. But if y'all working it out, but no, that's not the order I see.
The order I see is she be single 1 week. Mm-hmm. Then what she'll do is she won't post a picture, but on her story she will post that, like them either out or maybe he sleep and he don't know that she video and he wake up like, yo, if you don't get my ass off your story.
Right.
But yeah, it's normally like that. So it goes from, them just hanging out to you get the story of him sleeping in the bed, And then you turn around and you get maybe one picture around Christmas, Thanksgiving, the big
Just
days.
be hungry and want some gifts.
Something like that.
Right.
And then you get it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know what's going on with them, and then they get into the relationship.
That's some backwards ass
But
shit.
I mean, that's just how 2020.
That's backwards. That's how you know.
Backwards.
That's how you know we not the same age. Cause that's backwards.
But most people, and then most people our age are single nowadays. You don't really see too many.
Well, you know,
Okay,
so to that point, before you go to back in the day, to that point, a lot of people are single nowadays, and this is one thing that I had to learn. A lot of people are gender fluid and relationship fluid, and there's all types of fluidity.
I don't know what that means. Explain it. Break that down.
So people are gender fluid, which means they don't identify as a particular gender. Or they don't date just one gender. They're open to dating both. So it's not, I guess, being bisexual anymore. It's just being gender fluid because of whomever it is that attracts you during that particular period of time that you pursue a relationship with. Doesn't matter what gender they are. You're fluid to that. Then relationship fluid is where people aren't necessarily committing to each other in a relationship. They're just open to, it's like the 70s. They're open to love and love from everybody. And it's like, I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit old school when it comes to that. And I'm like, if that's who you are and what you want to do, fine. No big deal. Because you're going to be with and date people who are in agreement with you. So that's you. Me, I'm a one-woman chick, you know what I mean? Like, hey. So
the relationship fluid sounds dope. The gender fluid does not sound like anything anybody should, well, I shouldn't say that. Let me stop before we get canceled. That's not something I would want to be part of. But the relationship fluid, I feel like that's just going with the flow. Let's just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see what happens.
So you ain't posting no damn body.
You are. I've never posted a female on my social media.
You ain't gonna get married.
Ever. Never, ever, ever. There's not one person can ever say that I put her on my social media.
So ain't nobody been that valuable to you in your life?
Not to go on social media, but
not even a mother of your child?
She's not my friend on social media.
Why?
Do you at one point, nowadays I don't really post at all. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like if it's something DJ wise or maybe an old memory
or baseball
or you know what I'm saying? Like everything that I post now will be quite positive. Because I got older and I just feel like that's the easiest way to go. But back in the day, you talking about when the memes first started coming out? Oh man, I was a meme fanatic. Instagram, Facebook. So as I got older, I had to go back through my Instagram and delete all those crazy sayings and memes and like nowadays I'm like, well, why do you have to post that on Facebook? Like I just think like there's some things you should just keep to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
But I was that guy 10 years ago, 12 years ago where like I was posting rap lyrics and trying to make it seem like that's my type of life, or I was posting some crazy something about sex or that's something stupid that I wouldn't be proud of nowadays.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so I never understood like having to post or having to put somebody else on your social media. I've never done it. It's
not a have to though. It's not necessarily
a have to. It seems like it is. At some point somebody's gonna be like, yo, why haven't you posted anything of us?
I mean, and that's where the insecurities inside of the relationship go. Because like I may or may not. I don't really post on social media a lot, period, anyway. I mean, a lot of my stuff right now is just inspirational. Yeah. But unless I post it for, Order and Chaos, or my clients. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if I'm having a good time and it's something that I want to share and I want to share that with the people who are in social media land and you happen to be involved, then hey, you happen to be involved and that's you. Like, if you know me and you know me personally, you gonna know when I'm with somebody or when I'm not. And the fact of the matter is, when it comes to that, it's one of those things where I don't post for everybody else. I post for me. I like to look up and it's got a memory from a year ago or 6 years ago or something like that. Like, that's cool to me. But I'm not posting to prove nothing to nobody. You can ask me all day long, why you don't, why you don't, why you don't. And I'm going to ask you why you care. Yeah. Because I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me.
Well, you said you're going to know if I'm with somebody or if I'm not with somebody. I won't be telling none of that.
I know.
You would never know if I'm with somebody or if I'm not with somebody.
And that's sad.
I'm the same even kill. Maybe knocking you off, and I'll walk right past you. You know what I'm talking about?
That's awful.
That's life.
That's awful.
It's life.
It's awful life.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
As long as we can text later.
People got feelings, man.
We can text.
People are human. And see, that's the problem.
That's how some people like it, though. There's some females don't want nobody in their business. I love them.
Right. But that's where you need to stay. Because there's some people that are looking for an actual relationship to know that the person that they're with cares about them enough to introduce them to people that they value.
Yeah. I'm going to be a good husband one day.
Nah, I don't know when.
And I'm going to invite you to the wedding.
Lord Jesus, let me perform it. Because then I just want to make sure it's real. Like... You know, I got ordained during this.
Yeah, I remember. I remember you told me about it.
If you need me to marry you, I am a licensed, ordained officiant. Whatever they say.
The good part about that is she knows a DJ.
Boom, package deal. Package deal.
Send you the contract.
I need to do that shit.
Say no more.
Okay.
I'll cut up at your wedding now.
Okay. We're going to talk about that off camera and Mike. But I just think, for me, the type of person that I am, like, it wasn't necessary for me to be on Jazz's social media or any of that. I didn't care. People knew we were together. You know what I mean? We still get along. It ain't no big deal. We took pictures, like, when it was like we went to go see my nephew perform. All right, we're out seeing my nephew perform. This is great. You know what I mean? We're happy to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is awesome. Let's post it.
Yeah.
But just to be in tension, just to prove to her or to anybody else that, yo, I'm with this person. No, if I told you, I told you. If you don't believe me, you don't believe it. That's you and your fault. I don't care about what you believe and what you don't. I'm not telling you for you to believe it. I'm telling you because it's my truth.
Would you be upset if somebody took a picture of you while you were asleep?
And posted it? Oh, no, you better not. You better not.
That's like the thing that they do nowadays, right?
You better not.
That's what they do.
That's the most private place any person could be, is in their sleep. Yeah, you don't take a picture of nobody in their sleep.
It's normally like this. And the cat dead asleep, don't know what's going on, but she be...
And when the cat should be like, about to get up and make him some breakfast.
Yeah, my boo. And he like, dog, take that shit down. Like, what is wrong with you? But yeah, that's normally how social media works now.
That's what y'all millennials do.
I don't do none of that, but...
Speaking of social media, did you see the grandma, the white grandma some months ago that was in, I don't remember, was it Alabama? And she was trying to get somebody to come do her? Oh, I have to find it and show it to you. This is hilarious. Yeah, she was serious with it. She had on lingerie and everything.
Oh, McNasty.
Yeah.
Nasty. She probably put that thing on you.
She probably would. Probably get scary.
What we call that? We call that tie-ow. She put that, whoa, you ever had somebody put that tie-ow on you?
I usually put it on them. But,
that threw you off so bad you couldn't even say nothing.
I mean, I got plenty to say.
Tie-ow, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about the tie-ow.
I don't want to talk about
You don't want to talk about the tie-ow.
I mean, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
We call it ta-da.
That's tie-ow. I put that monkey on you, you know what I'm saying? We just talking crazy.
That's all we do. Whoever listens to this, y'all know we just going to be talking about shooting a bunch of poop and, you know.
Why you edited that so bad? Shooting a bunch of poop.
Shooting the poop.
What? Where you get that from?
I just made it up
Shooting the
right
shit
now.
is what you for the ones that do listen to us curse. She said we shooting the poop. We shooting the, why you? And then she bring out this big old gallon thing of water. Where'd you get that from? Where did that come from?
Right here off the floor.
Y'all got to be the most eatingest, drinkingest folks I ever
nothing.
worked with.
I drank some water. You had a whole bottle of water that we could see in last week's show. You kept turning it up till you couldn't turn it up no more, and then you tried to turn it up again.
I'm just saying.
He going for his water now.
Yeah, I'm about to give me something too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
No, bruh. No.
Oh, I already ate this one.
No, put all that back. I had some grape soda today too.
It's purple soda. Purple
all
soda.
That back. Great purple. Do you eat?
I had these from the last show, like when we did Royal Court. You want some?
From the last show when we did the Royal Court.
Yeah.
That was 2019, bruh.
Hold up, let's see. When the stale date is? What I say? December 2019. No lie, I got candy in my bag from December 2019.
30 December 19 is what it says.
It
30 DEC 19.
You want some?
No, I don't want none. Bruh, put your purple drink away. You got any foods that's a particular color you don't eat?
I'm starting to not like blue food.
What food is blue?
Like blue, like candy, nerds, and
That's not food.
I know. Then I don't know. I don't care about the damn color. If it's good, it's good.
He said I don't eat blue food.
I'm starting not to like blue food. Like
food ain't blue.
Now laters or
that's not food.
And
that's candy.
I don't like orange and yellow gummy bears either. I throw those away. I don't like orange and yellow. And I don't like green Skittles.
I got a question.
You asked me about these damn colors.
I did ask you,
nobody asked you to ask me that.
I also asked you about food, and none of what you has mentioned is food. It's all candy. But do you sit there and go color by color and taste a couple to see if you like it, to know you don't like it?
Well, if you haven't had an orange, yellow, or green Skittle by now, something's wrong with you. So I know.
I mean, but they taste different together than they do separate.
They're disgusting. I just throw them out. The moment they come in my hand, I just throw them out. So I eat the purple, the red, and the pink when it comes to Skittles.
And you don't eat the blue Skittles now, huh?
I don't eat the blue Skittles. Nah, I don't know. I don't like the blue Skittles. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
what color? Is there a certain color of food that you don't eat?
No, I eat everything pretty much except for Brussels sprouts. Well, no, I eat Brussels sprouts, but beets. I don't eat beets, and I don't eat snake. I'm not gonna eat a snake.
I don't eat none of that shit you talking about.
You know, it's people that eat snake.
My cousins them do. Or, I mean, I've tried it before, but...
do it taste like chicken?
No. It's disgusting.
What it taste like? I knew it was going to be nasty.
It has a very distinct taste. So, I guess you would say, like a wilderness taste. Does that sound about right? Like, what would taste like rabbit or possum or something like that. It has that type of taste.
What kind of snake did they eat?
I don't remember. I was like maybe 10, 11 when I tried it. It was years and years and years ago, but I still remember eating it.
They just killed the black snake in the backyard and when they ate it?
Nah, like it was like in the container that like ground beef would come in. So I guess it was already like, I guess done, if that makes sense.
Cooked?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it was already cooked when I tried it.
Nah, that's nasty.
Yeah. I ain't eat no damn snake.
I ain't no snake neither. I ain't eat no beets either. I don't like beets.
I ain't eating. You can start naming a bunch of stuff that you probably eat that I'm not eating.
But I'm not like somebody who, the reason I asked is because you pulled out your grape soda. I'm sorry, your purple soda. Purple. And I knew a person that didn't eat anything purple. So like she wouldn't eat purple cabbage, she wouldn't eat eggplant, she wouldn't eat like anything purple.
Nah, I'm definitely doing purple. I made some purple Kool-Aid the other night.
That's not food, bro.
And that thing is busting. You have to try my purple Kool-Aid. Oh.
You need to try my bug juice.
You need to try my noodles.
Okay.
But what is bug juice?
It's my version of Kool-Aid.
Okay. There's nothing like purple Kool-Aid
that one I make. Yeah, it ain't nothing like my bug juice. Anybody that is watching this video and has had my bug juice, I need you to leave a comment below of what this bug juice did for you. They know. They know. I made bug juice for the first time for my nephew, my youngest nephew's name. I said something about something, we're going to get something to eat. He said, I'm glad you're going to make some bug juice. I fixed my brother's car, and I was like, all right, this calls for a celebration. You know, what we going to eat, whatever. You going to make the bug juice? My brother was like, you don't ask the person that did the work to do more work.
Well,
but he was like, but I want some bug juice.
It sounds like something like sweet. I don't like very sweet things. That's not, so I did mention candy, but I don't eat a lot of candy. Like I'm not into sweets like that too much anymore.
It's not overly sweet.
But it sounds like something like that would give you high blood pressure. Or does sugar give you high blood pressure?
Sugar gives you diabetes.
Diabetes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You knew what I meant. But it sounds like something like that. Like,
yeah.
And it's green and it's really sugary and you just die as soon as you drink it. That's what it sounds like to me when you say bug juice.
You know why it's called bug juice?
Because it's green.
No.
What color is it? It can't be any other color.
It could be red, it could be purple, it could be
whatever. Why is it
color.
bug juice then?
Because once you have it, you bug me for more. I just told you about my nephew bugging me for it.
Oh man, that's what you came up with?
That's what the truth. I'm gonna make you some bug juice. I'm gonna make you some bug juice. Alright, so we actually talked a little bit about our actual topic of these big ass companies not having compassion. Hope y'all enjoyed that part of the show.
Because we done talking about that shit.
You know, and if you are dealing with a company,
we don't want to hear it.
Shut the
If you're dealing with it, we don't want to hear it. And don't leave no comments. I don't want to hear that shit.
We go edit his part out. So, if you are dealing with that, you know, I'm praying for you. You know, I hope these companies wake up. Everybody gets their jobs back. The economy recovers. I really hope for every entrepreneur out there that is doing their best to survive during this transition that God has a major blessing for you on the other side of this. You know, keep fighting, keep growing. I know it's hard. Trust me, I'm an entrepreneur too. I have a full-time job. I have a few companies. Some of them I've started since the pandemic. So I get it. I understand. Keep going. There's a plan to it. If God is telling you this is meant for you, then that's the truth. Next week I will be in the camera more if we could decide to continue with this shot, because there's 100% of Jay and now about 90% of me. So
we just got to get the shot right.
You can't see this arm at all. You can see his shadow. You can see his shadow, but you can't see his arm at all.
We just got to get the shot right. I think it's dope.
I think it's dope too.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? You can literally just touch me.
You just want
your leg has been rubbing up against my leg.
My leg just hit you right now. Right now.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We doing something new. It's funky and fresh. You know what I'm saying? We look good doing it. I cannot control that you have some of your arm out the camera. It is. As you push me out the camera. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
That's fine. So, we can shoot the show like this.
We can. We surely can. We appreciate y'all. Remember to check us out on Google Play, on Apple Music, and Spotify.
Yep.
Also, we're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yep.
Remember to check us there. We're on all the I's, I-85, I-95.
Yep.
And where else we at?
Everywhere else. And we nationally syndicated. So every morning you wake up, you turn on whatever station you're on, and they will have us on there. So
don't matter if it don't sound like us, it's us.
Just check us out. You know what I'm saying? Just check us out. In the meantime, don't send comments. Talk about no comments. If you know anything about J-Rock, I'm going to say something back. If you say something about me, I'm going to say something back.
Pay him no mind. We appreciate y'all.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Shout out to Power 104.4 FM.
104.4 FM.
The underground global internet radio station. The best global internet radio station around. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But we appreciate y'all. We out.
We out.